Hello, I'm Christopher Osuji, and this is my presentation for the AI Automation Assistant Assessment. In this project, I analyzed e-commerce transactions from 2022 to 2024 to segment customers by engagement, which are new, active, and power users. Track monthly revenue trends by regions and compare 2024 revenue by category. I started by importing the provided CSV into code and created a Python script called analysis.py. I will now walk you through the code and explain each step of my approach. First, we load the CSV and convert the transaction date column into a date-time format so we can work with it properly. Then we sort the data by customer ID and transaction date. This is important because we want to accurately count each customer's prior purchases in chronological order. Next, we calculate the prior purchases for each customer using the COMCount function. This tells us how many purchases the customer made before the current transaction. Based on that, we assign an engagement tier. We have new for first-time buyers, active for 1 to 4 previous purchases, and power user for 5 or more. Once we have tiers, we sum the transaction amount for each tier to see the total revenue contributed by new, active, and power users. Then we add a month-year column to aggregate data monthly. Using a pivot table, we create a multi-line chart showing monthly revenue trends by region from January 2022 to December 2024. Each region is represented separately, making it easy to compare trends. For the bar chart, we filter the dataset from 2024 only and sum revenue by category. This helps visualize which product categories generates the most revenue in 2024. Finally, we save our processed dataset to a new CSV file so we can reuse it for further analysis or reporting. Now, if we quickly run the code, from the terminal, we can see the revenue contribution by engagement tiers. Active customers generated about 161,816.89. New customers generated around 70,954.36, and power users contributed about 19,016.86. This tells us that while power users are loyal, the bulk of revenue actually comes from active customers. New customers are also making a significant impact, which shows strong acquisition effort. Next, this line chart shows monthly revenue across regions between 2022 and 2024. Each line represents a different region. We can observe overall growth trends as well as differences between regions. For example, some regions show steady increases while others are more volatile. This helps us identify which markets are performing strongest and which may need attention. Then, this bar chart highlights revenue by category in 2024. From this, we can see which categories drive the most revenue. The taller bars shows leading categories, while the shorter ones highlight areas with lower performance. This is useful for guiding product strategy and marketing priorities. Thanks for going through my presentation. Once again, I'm Christopher Osuji.